Tennis has to be one of the best sports to watch as an audience. In the late 90s and early 2000s, tennis had two dominant names in men's, and they were Andre Agassi and Pete Sampras. Andre Agassi won 8 Grand Slams and Pete Sampras won 14 Grand Slams. The tennis fans in the late 90s thought that the game of tennis peaked due to these two players. But then came the time where Roger Federer won his first Grand Slam, which is Wimbledon in 2003. He was very young, passionate, and his backhands absolutely top class. The same year and same tournament where Rafael Nadal made his debut, and Novak Djokovic, the Serbian tennis star, made his debut in 2005 Australian Open at just 17 years old. After that, tennis had been dominated by this trio for a considerable period. Rafael Nadal won his first Grand Slam, the French Open, in 2005. He is known for French Opens, also known as the Clay Court King. And Novak Djokovic won his first Grand Slam, Australian Open, in 2008. Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic are often referred to as the Big Three of men's tennis. And they have been among the most successful and dominant players in the history of the sport. It all started when Roger Federer won his first Grand Slam back in 2003. The Swiss champion who won his Wimbledon in 2003 gave a spark that ignited so well that he has now won 20 Grand Slam titles. Roger Federer saw his success in his early career. From the time he won first Grand Slam in 2003 till 2009, there were 26 Grand Slams and Roger Federer managed to win 15 times. That tells what type of mindset Roger Federer had. Roger Federer won his last Grand Slam in 2018 at the age of 36. Last year in 2022, he retired from tennis, which was a very sad moment to all the tennis fans, and now we'll never see his backhand again. Rafael Nadal, popularly known as Clay Court King, has been a never give up type of player. He has won 22 Grand Slam titles, out of which 14 titles are French Open. He was just unbeatable in the clay. That's ridiculously absolute domination in the clay court. And the great Novak Djokovic, who has surpassed Roger and Rafa, having 23 Grand Slam titles. He is just like a fine wine who gets better with age. From the first title Roger Federer won in 2003 till 2023, there have been total 80 Grand Slams, out of which 65 has been won by the big threes. That just tells the passion towards the game to achieve more and more. Out of 80 titles, only 15 titles has won by the rest of all tennis players out there. That's absolute sheer dominance by the big three. And out of these 15 titles, 3 has won by Andy Murray, 3 by Stan Wawrinka, 2 by Carlos Alcaraz, and the rest of them have 1 title each. Now coming back to the big threes, their dominance in the game attributed to several key factors. First one is skill and talent. All 3 players possessed exceptional tennis skills, including powerful serves, precise ground strokes, excellent court coverage, and mental fortitude. They have consistently demonstrated high-level performances throughout their careers. Second one is longevity. One of the primary reasons for their dominance is their longevity in the sport. Unlike many other top players who peak for a few years and then decline, Djokovic, Nadal and Federer have maintained their high level of play over an extended period. They have consistently remained at the top of the ranking for more than a decade. Third one is the rivalries. The intense rivalry among the 3 players have pushed each player to continuously improve their game. Their match against each other have become some of the most anticipated and memorable in tennis history. And the fourth one is adaptability. The big three have shown their ability to adapt their playing styles to different court surfaces, making them competitive on grass, clay and hard courts. Fifth one is physical and mental condition. These players are known for their physical fitness and dedication to training. They have managed to avoid major injuries and have consistently been in top physical shape, enabling them to compete at the highest level. Sixth one is the consistency in Grand Slam events. The Grand Slam tournaments like Australian Open, French Open, Wimbledon and US Open are the most prestigious events in tennis. Djokovic, Nadal and Federer have repeatedly excelled in these tournaments, combining for a massive number of Grand Slam titles. While there have been other talented players during the era, but Djokovic, Nadal and Federer have set a remarkably high standard of excellence that these players could not be able to match their consistency. Their dominance has made them legends of the sport and will undoubtedly be remembered as one of the most remarkable periods in tennis history. That's how the big three dominated the game of tennis. And the way Carlos Alcaraz is playing at the age of 20 with already 2 Grand Slam titles, this guy is absolutely top class. And he have all the qualities that the big three had. And as Djokovic already said that Carlos is the most complete player he has ever played. I think for the next 10 to 15 years, Carlos Alcaraz might dominate tennis and could break all the records set by the big three. What do you feel? Can he break the record set by big three or not?